Alrighty, guys, welcome to Engineering and AI. Um, this is a new YouTube channel, guys. If you guys are wondering who this person is, I am a little background about me. I currently run this other channel called ADHD 101. I've been running that for a while now. I'm thinking I'm going to make a new channel on that anyways, on that subject as well. Um, So guys, pretty much in this video, I'm going to go over what engineering and AI is going to be about. I'm not super certain yet what exactly I'm going to be doing with this channel, but this channel is in response to ChatGPT. Um, I think there needs to be a response to this technology, and I'm going to be the response. Okay, because guys, so pretty much let's go a little background. First things first, guys. I was a political science major, a minor in philosophy at UCR. I graduated with honors there. I worked on mental health for a while. I've worked in ADHD, mental health field, et cetera, et cetera. And, worked a year in crappy wage jobs, and I was not really finding myself being very successful financially. I was just going nowhere pretty much. So I ended up making a pivot into software development, and I think that's just, I guess, it's going to be my new niche, it seems. So I might as well just niche down on it and just keep doing it, I guess. I think one of the things, as a software developer, I've been kind of frustrated by, and as becoming engineer is, you know, I have been perpetually observing trends of disruptive technology that have been so disruptive that it's been very frustrating as a human, as a person trying to make a living in this world, trying to make real money, real income, and addressing these problems on a serious level. The first thing I would like this channel to do is to address serious problems I think we're facing in modern society. I've spent a lot of my time working on mental health with not really good results. But it is what it is. And kind of what I wanted to do on this channel is really address serious issues. I feel like that YouTube is oversaturated with a lot of channels that aren't asking the right questions. Okay, and one of the things I'm really good at is I'm great at asking questions, and I have an endless curiosity. And so you're gonna find we're gonna be talking about a wide range of subjects on artificial intelligence, right? Like we need to start asking ourselves, is progress for progress sake a good thing, right? And I think a lot of people are not thinking about this, and we cannot let these tech companies keep running our lives, right? So this is me as my response to the progress of technology. We need to start addressing this in a serious manner. Otherwise, we're going to be living in a world we're not going to want to live in. Okay, guys. I mean, guys, it's life. It's already crazy. The world that I live in now, guys. You have smartphone technology that can gather all of your data. You have algorithms that are harvesting huge tetrabytes of data and monetizing this information, and none of us are making any money, guys. This is my first issue that I think you guys need to understand is that we need to develop a good response on how we want to structure society. How do we structure it? And how are we going to respond to it? And part of that is going into the nitty-gritty of technology, the depth of technology, and really understanding what's going on. Because I feel like we have a superficial understanding from the public, but we're not going in detail about what these companies are really doing, you know? So don't hold me on this message to say what this channel will be about. I don't even know yet, guys, but I figure it's better to start than not at all. And then there's ChatGPT, guys. Guys, this thing was like a nuclear bomb in the market. Okay, it's going to take about a couple months before we see how the market is going to respond to this technology. But like when I saw this thing, guys, think about it from my point of view. I was working 3 months in software development. I've been devoting every waking moment to learning code, and then there's this dumb robot that has no intelligence at all, that has more information than all the humans on Earth combined. It literally knows more than all of us on Earth. It has photographic memory. It can learn at the speed of light. It can code in 40 programming languages. It can reverse binary digits, going and make a poem in binary, and then uh, store those digits in a for loop. And then after it stores it in a for loop, it can keep printing out those values. Okay, and then I mean, guys, it would be hard for me to explain all the whatever the programming syntax, whatever you want to call it. But I tested a wide variety of stuff with ChatGPT, and I was just totally blown away. Like, it can give me templates of a Pac-Man game. I can take that code, I can put it into my program, and I can automate my software process, right? And you know, I for maybe the past 10 days, guys, I haven't really understood what to do with myself because of this annoying technology. On one level, it's revolutionary because it speeds up software development process at 10 times the rate. We can code 10 times faster. You can do more with less developers. But the other conversation we're not having is what happens to those other developers. And I feel like we need to start talking about what is really going to happen when automation really kicks in, guys. We need to start talking about engineering. What type of technologies do we need in society? Where do we need to go, right? And maybe the other part of this channel is to raise the public consciousness about the questions we need to be thinking about, because progress for progress's sake is not always a good thing. Okay, and we're letting these companies decide for us how we want our society to be organized, and that is what I'm pushing back against. That's what needs to be redefined. We need to figure out for ourselves how we want society. Do you want to live in a society where your currency is basically going to be digitized and where the government has 100% control over your currency, guys? You're not going to want to live in such a society, right? So that's a humongous problem as a private individual trying to keep his freedoms in an ever more centralized technological architectural framework that's controlling every aspect of your life. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to go over in this video, and then I think for ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT is a revolutionary technology, guys. It's going to probably put out guaranteed 50% of software developers are going to get fired in the next 5 years. Guaranteed, guys. And if they're not fired, the job is going to be trivialized and the wage is going to decrease. Okay, this from pure logic alone. Okay, and there is this assumption for the technologically illiterate that job creation will always occur with the falling of new technology. This is not the case. Okay, in economics is what's called an optimization function. It's increasingly optimizing production while decreasing costs. Okay, so this is what a lot of people don't understand about technology. It is not in the nature of capitalism to keep creating more and more jobs. It is in its nature to decrease jobs, okay, because that's a cost for production, and to remove inefficiencies. The last inefficiency in any economy are humans. You are an inefficiency that needs to be removed, right? And we need to figure out what does that mean technologically, you know? And guys, like ChatGPT, guys, I think that this is only the beginning of what it will be capable of. I feel like a lot of people are heavily underestimating ChatGPT. I think you guys are fools if you think that this technology is not going to change everything. You are a fool. Okay, if you ignore this, you're an idiot. Okay, um, and then there are other questions we need to start asking ourselves, right? How does technology affect content creation? What happens with businesses that all use artificial intelligence? Where do we get our information from? What information do we trust? Where's the information coming from? What are the sources? There's so many questions we need to figure out. We can't leave this to chance anymore. Okay, and this is kind of me throwing my hat in the ring here to start guiding these conversations, because these are very serious issues. No longer with ChatGPT can you ignore technology. You cannot ignore it anymore. You can't keep thinking that it's going to be 20 years away. No, it's here, it's now. We need to start addressing the issue. And maybe the third aspect of this channel, guys, I'm not really sure yet, is talking about like engineering, right? That's kind of the other aspect of where I would like to shift my interest, is to engineering, things in technology. I'm interested, excited about doing technological things that can change society, and I want to investigate like engineering things, engineering concepts, etc., and seeing where that takes me. Okay, wherever it takes me, I don't know, but it should be exciting. Um, and maybe on the way you'll see me going through this journey of technology, and hopefully I will be much better off than where I was in the humanities major. The other interesting thing about the channel, guys, is I'm not coming from a conventional based tech background. Okay, I'm a humanities turned technologist. Okay, um, so other than that, guys, I think the only other thing I want to add for engineering and AI is I want us to start thinking about how does AI affect your life? Is progress for progress sake good? How ought innovation be implemented within society? Okay, because I think another stupid thing we're doing is we're just throwing in innovation without understanding how it's going to affect things. This is incredibly irresponsible and stupid. Okay, it's dumb. Um, and then we need to figure out, right, like what are the current technological trends? What's going on? What are the new exciting innovations? You know, guys, I've had many passions. I've had passions on nuclear fusion, guys. I haven't seen much progress in that area, and I'm really excited to start focusing on these really cool things that can hopefully uh help people, etc. You know, so I guess that's my all I have for this video, guys. My only thought for ChatGPT, like I said, is with ChatGPT, guys, it's gonna remove 50% of jobs, pretty much guaranteed in terms of software development. I'm utterly confident in this. It increases um, software developer efficiency probably by like 60% because you can code at 10 times the rate with simple coding templates. Okay, not to mention that this model was not designed for just programming. Now, if we had a Chat GPT tailored in programming terminology specifically to programming, you could probably code an entire 100-line code template if there was no prompt restrictions on this. Okay. You know, the third thing that AI does, this ChatGPT specifically, it allows you to cheat on exams. You can cheat on tons of exams. You can cheat on essays. It trivializes knowledge. It dumbs you down. Okay, humans are going to get even more lazy and going to accomplish even less. Okay, that's the other paradox about modern society in technological terms is even though you have more resources, more things you can do, more things you can accomplish, humans are accomplishing less than ever before. They're lazier, they do less, because we become so dependent on technology. Technology has made us weak. Okay. The fourth thing about ChatGPT is it can make scripts. Okay. It can make content faster than blog writers can make it, right? So this leads us to misinformation and disinformation. AI can be used to make, phishing emails that look incredibly human-like and can scam people. So there's a moral conundrum to ChatGPT that we're not talking about. Okay. The fifth thing that it's doing is since every basically everyone is going to be start adopting this technology, we should ask the question, do we want everything AI generated? Is that what you want, right? It and I don't know if that's necessarily the right answer because there's a certain cheapening of the effort. Okay, one of the beauties about human society is there is a human tangible process that we go through, that we invest in what we do, that is our work, right? When that whole process is just outsourced, trivialized, the whole process is devalued. It's no longer valuable. What was once valuable becomes taken for granted. The process, the skills are lost because people are throwing away the skill because the machine can do it now, right? So there are actually many consequences to ChatGPT that we have not even thought about or even considered. Okay, and I think again we need to start talking about how it affects us. And I've even heard like entrepreneurs, guys, in case you can tell, I'm also an entrepreneur, is a lot of entrepreneurs have been saying, well, if ChatGPT can code or can write at a tremendous rate, then Why don't we just start oversaturating the market with AI made books, guys? This is the wrong mentality to have. You're not here to use a machine to trivialize an effort that's really hard to do just so you can make a short-term profit, right? So, and maybe the seventh thing to discuss about ChatGPT, should it be regulated? How far should it be regulated? Who should control it? Who shouldn't control it, right? And finally, what is the human response to this nuclear bomb? It's like OpenAI just released this entire nuclear weapon into the market with no warnings, testing it with disruptions to academics, disruptions to like copywriting, YouTubing. Everything is just totally disrupted by this. And there's a moral problem if, let's say, that job destruction is greater than job creation, then what happens to those people, right? Like, what's going to happen? And that is a very pressing question we need to start thinking about, right? We, um, so yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I feel. I'm done for this video, but look forward for more videos in the future, guys. I'm thinking I'm gonna do like a mixture maybe of artificial intelligence videos, talking about AI, things I find interesting in AI, maybe even going over technical aspects of AI technology and how it works. So that way more people understand how this technology works. Okay. Because ChatGPT is not real intelligence. Okay. I want to make that very clear. It is not aware of anything. It doesn't know what it's doing. It's just taking tons and tons of inputs and giving incredibly detailed outputs as the illusion of intelligence. Okay, it's not to say that ChatGPT will never become intelligent, but we cannot mistake the illusion of intelligence for the substitution of real intelligence. Okay, and then the other part of this channel, I'm hoping I would like to do more of that engineering aspect and seeing what I can do in that area as well. That's all I have for you guys for engineering and AI. Tell me what you thought of this. What are your thoughts of ChatGPT? What do you think software developers should do in the future? What would you like to see from engineering and AI? What type of content would you like to see? And yeah, guys, I'm still waiting to see how the market responds to ChatGPT, but this technology is just insane. And I think if you're a software developer, you have a finite time limit in your field. So I recommend start retraining now, start learning more skills right now. Okay, don't wait because your pay may not last forever. That's all I have for you guys. All right, thanks.